Assalamualaikum teman-teman. Kali ini mau melanjutkan pembahasan mengenai releasing ancestral collective fears of the splenic center. Nah, ini lanjutan dari video yang saya post beberapa hari yang lalu. Tapi terputus ya, sekaligus mau jawab pertanyaan beberapa teman-teman yang masuk di DM. Jadi Splink Center ini ada 7 gate dan semuanya aktif di Libra dan Scorpio. Karena kita sekarang lagi di Libra, minggu lalu, transit mataharinya ada di gate 18 dan sekarang kita di gate 48. Nah, kalau transit matahari itu lagi ada di satu gate, berarti kita secara kolektif merasakan, energi dari, gate tersebut. Mau, mmm, channel itu aktif di chart kita atau enggak, it doesn't matter, we will feel that energy. Nah, itu akan tergantung dari seberapa, sadar kita tentang energi itu atau how much healing we have done around that energy ya, eee, sehingga kita bisa mengekspresikan energinya itu in a good way atau in a bad way. However, uh, it's not only about us, but it's also about other people because this is collective energy. Jadi kita akan merasakan energi itu juga uh, lewat interaksi kita dengan orang-orang lain. Nah, karena kita sekarang Libra season dan Libra juga, adalah nodal aksis sekarang sampai akhir tahun ya. Jadi nodal aksis South Node, eee, kita sekarang Libra, dan South Node, North Node waktu itu saya bahas di video Full Moon in Pisces yang judulnya Wake Up Call. Kenapa Wake Up Call? Karena, eee, South Node itu merupakan PR yang kita harus hatam gitu ya, kita harus lampaui di, tahun ini. Karena tahun depan kita akan masuk nodal aksis baru Virgo and Pisces. Nah, karena tadi ya, many gates yang di Libra itu nyalanya di spleen, so otomatis PR kita at this moment adalah releasing those energies, releasing the negative and existential fears yang ada di, di Libra plus ya Scorpio itu ya untuk bisa, in order for us to reclaim ya our sense of, self autonomy, independence ya, ini Aries. Nah, tahun depan nodal aksisnya akan pindah dari yang sekarang Libra Aries ke Virgo Pisces. Nah, Virgo Pisces juga ada banyak, isunya ya, tapi isunya more in Pisces karena Pisces rules the solar plexus ya, Aquarius dan Pisces dan ya, ini solar plexus dan solar plexus splenic, center dua-duanya adalah awareness center dan awareness center itu pasti akan memiliki tema-tema tentang fear. Jadi spleen itu physical awareness, jadi tentang instinct, intuition, fear, immune system, the now, connection, ya. The now itu timing ya, makanya kalau kita membahas divine timing, usually it's the spleen. That's why divine timing itu sangat tergantung dengan intuition, and intuition is very much related with your immune system and your five senses. Oke, jadi intuition itu it's not just your relationship with your inner self, tapi your outer and inner self, oke. Nah, kalau Pisces, banyak gate-nya ya yang nyala di emotional solar plexus, tapi ada juga yang di, head. And both punya tema yang beda ya. Jadi, tahun depan kita akan didorong untuk lebih matang dalam, emotional expression, feelings, sensitivity, dan juga our connection to, other entities and to spirituality juga sih, sama seperti, spleen. Nah, karena banyak yang nanya tentang, spleen-nya ya, ada yang nyala, ada yang nggak nyala, itu kayak gimana. Jadi kalau misalnya spleen yang nyala, yang aktif itu seperti ini. Jadi ada salah satu, at least satu, channel ya, biar dia bisa nyala, oke. Tapi kalau misalnya, dia nggak punya channel, dia akan tetap putih, tapi ada gate-nya yang nyala. Ini disebut, defined spleen, kalau ini undefined spleen. Jadi dia putih, tapi ada gate-nya yang nyala. Kalau ini open spleen, artinya nggak ada gate sama sekali dan, dia nggak ada channel juga. Nah, bedanya apa? Kalau dia defined artinya their sense of their body, their sense of timing, their sense of intuition, their sense of danger, their sense of fears itu fixed ya. Dan fixed itu artinya ini adalah tema yang akan selalu um, that they will always have awareness gitu, akan selalu sadar, punya kesadaran akan hal-hal itu gitu. Jadi setiap kali mengambil keputusan, they will go through these processes ya. Tapi bukan berarti they'll always be in the shadow, but if they have transcended the shadow, they will be able to reclaim the gift of each gate. Kayak misalnya the gate of 57, which is gate of intuition. Dan kalau di sini dia terhubung gate 10, so they know intuitively how things should be presented, how things should look like, how their room misalnya should be designed gitu ya, how they need to present themselves to others, how they need to present their ideas to others. Jadi ada sense of intuition tapi terkait dengan form, tentang physical form ya. And they will also have this awareness tentang how other people can relate to them, how can they relate to other people ya. So this will be fixed energy and then they can control it. Okay, if they're healthy, if they're unhealthy nanti kita lihat ekspresinya akan seperti apa. Now kalau memang dia open berarti ini undefined ya, bukan open. Kalau undefined berarti gate 50, which is the gate of nurturing, values, of setting laws and standards ya, ini hanya akan teraktivasi pada momen-momen tertentu atau dengan orang-orang tertentu yang akan bridging. Jadi misalnya kalau transitnya pas ada di gate 27, berarti di gate 27 nyala, berarti the whole spleen akan nyala ya. Jadi ini akan berwarna. So at that moment they will have the opportunity to express their gate 50 dan juga gate 28, which is taking risk atau making decisions that need further further trust and faith gitu ya. Nah, kalau misalnya dia seperti ini benar-benar open, so these people have the potential actually to experience very high intuitive abilities. They also have a very high ability to sense the vibration, sense the sickness ya. Kalau kita kalau mereka samping orang yang sakit gitu, mereka secara fisik akan merasa nggak enak dan nyaman gitu ya. So they have that instinctive ability to sense illness, sickness, atau unalignment ya di orang lain. Tapi that's if they're healthy. Nah, kalau if they're not healthy in their expression of the spleen, they will feel that they will be dependent in their relationship on other people who have defined spleen. Kenapa? Karena defined spleen will give them a sense of safety. Nah, sense of safety ini kadang buat orang-orang yang open spleen, sometimes atau open atau undefined spleen ya dua-duanya. Sometimes they will not have a sense of danger gitu. Jadi kayak misalnya some people yang yang sering olahraga ekstrim gitu atau tiba-tiba ngambil keputusan yang very much high risk gitu ya, mau jalan-jalan ke luar negeri misalnya sendiri and not do any planning misalnya tiba-tiba seperti itu ya. So that's because they don't have that fixed awareness of what they need to prepare, what they need to take into consideration. Yeah, it's not bad ya, as long as they can trust their their authority. Kalau di sini kan authority-nya adalah sakral. So as long as their sakral says yes, go for it, ya udah go for it, and then they will figure out everything along the way. Karena 3440 is about figuring what to do every time they face difficulties ya. Kalau ini reflektor berarti decision making-nya adalah ya nunggu 28 hari, nunggu sampai satu moon cycle ya, in order for them to actually attune and understand whether that decision is right or not ya. Jadi it doesn't matter if it's colored, uncolored with gates atau fully white ya. We all have the spleen and we have different expression of how we sense it ya, and the flavors of each gate and also how we react to it. Nah, ini splenic authority. Kalau tadi nggak ada yang memiliki splenic authority ya. Kalau ini dia emotional authority, ini sakral, ini dia lunar. Oke. Kalau di sini dia splenic authority. Kenapa? Karena yang nyala di sini spleen-nya ya. Dan spleen authority itu seperti apa? Spleen authority is knowing in the now. Jadi yes, yes, gitu, nggak beda dengan sakral, sorry. Jadi kalau sakral itu kayak yes, no, kalau spleen is like telling you yes, tapi in a different way, ya, in different way than sakral. Gini, sometimes kalau yang nggak, for those who don't have the sakral, they might not relate to this. Tapi kayak begini, when you want to do something, and then you feel that there is a slight nudge, just slight nudge. Jadi kayak misalnya gini, kemarin malam aku lagi ada satu masalah gitu ya, yang kayak okay, what do I need to do about this? Dan tiba-tiba teng gitu loh, kayak ada bayangan, ada gambaran di somehow in the back of my mind gitu ya, tentang someone who I remember having that same problem. Dan aku kayak, oh oke, itu just a very millisecond picture yang tiba-tiba muncul, gitu ya. Dan dari situ I was like, oh okay, I need to check her profile, I need to check where she is right now, I need to talk to her. So this is your spleen telling you, okay, what to do, gitu. Spleen is like that, dia cuma ngasih signal. Beda dengan sakral. Sakral is like communicating, ya, communicating with you. Yes, no, let's do it, not do it. Kalau spleen doesn't communicate in two way, ya, komunikasinya dia cuma satu kali satu arah, and it's just yaitu tadi dia bisa ngasih gambaran, dia bisa ngasih smell, sense of smell, kayak misalnya masuk restoran and suddenly gitu, you feel that aku nggak suka baunya gitu, atau badanku kayak langsung kaku gitu loh, atau aku sometimes kayak misalnya aku kalau reading, because I have gate 57, I will hear something in the back of my head gitu, kayak ada yang cerita gitu ya. So those are all splenic voices, okay? Dan kenapa? Because the spleen is about the five senses. It's about the hearing, smelling, tasting, dan ya itu, that physical awareness, ya, those sensations. So the spleen will communicate in signals, in body sensations, ya, dan akan tergantung dari gate mana yang terhubung dengan spleen ini. Karena spleen itu bisa terhubung dengan root, bisa terhubung dengan G center, bisa terhubung dengan throat, ya. Tapi kalau dia terhubung dengan sakral, berarti ini bukan spleen authority, berarti dia sacral authority, ya. Jadi kalau misal di sini spleennya dia ada yang terhubung dengan gate 20, which is intuition in the now, and also terhubung dengan root dengan gate 54, which is about apa ya, endurance, duration, and success, ya. So this person is going to know how to align to their success. This person is going to know ini juga ya, how to align with their success, tapi lewat through their intuition and through working, struggling, dan 39 and 41, ya. Kalau ini, this person is going to align with finding meaning, ya, and 44, working with other people, okay? So the spleen will express itself differently from based on aktivasi gate-gate yang ada, ya, okay? Nah, this final chart ini adalah chart dari Brad Pitt, ya. Tapi kalau chart yang di tengah ini adalah chart dari Vladimir Putin, and as we can see, Vladimir Putin spleen-nya itu nyala semua kecuali gate 50, dan gate 50 is the gate of nurturer. Jadi of all those gates, ya, he has the gate of 18 correction, 28 finding meaning, 32 success, ya, 44 working with other people, 57 intuition, 48 finding the authority and wisdom and so on. Tapi he doesn't have gate 50, which maybe I think kalau misalnya mungkin aja kalau dia punya gate 50 is going to lessen the impact of how the fears in his spleen is expressing, ya. So it's going to be more about taking care of other people, mungkin. Just a guess. Nah, ini ada contoh lain, splenic authority juga. Ini adalah Nelson Mandela, and he has gate 50, which is taking care of other people, ya. And he has gate 48 and gate 16, which is about the wisdom and working with other people to build the foundation for something that can last for a long time. Itu higher expression dari the channel of talent 4816, and this is something that takes a lot of time, a lot of practice ya. Jadi it's not something instantaneous yang kayak misalnya G32 for 54 misalnya, atau 28 38. Well, it's not in yet, but 4816 is something that you need to practice and practice, and it's going to be the the vocation atau the life work that you do. Okay, then as we know, Nelson Mandela really did that. Nah, ini satu lagi, dia nggak Mother Teresa, dia nggak punya gate 50, tapi dia punya gate 27, which is sacral, and gate 27 is about the caring. Ya, kalau 50 is the nurturer, 27 is the caring mother. Dia bukan splenic authority, dia manifesting generator, ya, tapi she has a very open spleen, a very undefined spleen, bukan open. So this undefinition in her makes her very empathic to how other people are suffering, how other people are ill, how other people are not well physically. So this was reflected in her work. And gate spleen-nya yang nyala itu gate 18, which is the gate of correction, meaning that she knew what was wrong and what needed to be corrected and how she can correct it. Ini dengan gate 48 ya. Yang tadi, finding the wisdom to move through the correction. Okay, so this is the voice of the spleen. The spleen tadi, if it's communicating through signals atau through pictures, through smells, through voices, usually the voice is going, atau ini kalau misalnya spleen bisa ngomong dan ada quote untuk menggambarkan what is the spleen talking about. Spleen is basically about, pertama, fear. Fear is the foundation of safety. Artinya, I want to feel safe. I want to feel that it is okay to exist right now. That I don't have to be in survival mode. Yang itu fight, flight, fear, fight, flight. Ya, itulah ya. Fight, flight, freeze. Okay, and fawn. Okay. Nah, and then you have another voice of the spleen, that I want to feel good. Feeling good is the primary intention. That's why the spleen is about the senses. So it's about enjoying good things in life. Good food, good smell, good environment. So they want to keep things good, clean, healthy. Because good and clean things are going to make foundation for healthy living juga, atau safe living. Dan satu lagi, they are very collective, tribal, ada juga individual circuit, tapi tujuannya tetap, it's about coexisting with others, coexisting in a safe way with other people and deterring any threats. Jadi kalau misalnya merasa bahwa okay, our group versus their group, so I'm going to stand up for my group gitu ya. So kalau di sini it's about, if you want to change the world, go home and love your family. So family is your tribe. So this is the voice of the fears of the spleen mungkin. Seperti itu. Now, this is my voice and my invitation. If you want to change the world, be the change that you wish to see in the world. Karena sometimes we get so reactive when we face those fears, and we think that we need to fight them through resistance, atau through struggle, atau through making a stance. Well, however, whatever option you want to choose is valid as long as you are not reacting out of your fears atau impulses. Jadi I'm not going to talk about ego and non-ego. Basically, we are all under this transit, and we are all facing all those fears. Are you reacting to those fears, or are you responding and opening up space for other people to regulate themselves and to be calm and to face those fears as an opportunity to transform. Okay? Jadi, transit and collective programming. Transit, sometimes kita sering membahas programming as if it's a negative thing. However, the most higher scale programming is the cosmic energy. Artinya setiap kita masuk transit tertentu, it carries shadows and it also carries higher expression. This is the programming that we are all feeling. The most Potent programming adalah program pada saat kita apa ya diciptakan ya, bukan lahir, bahkan sebelum kita lahir. Jadi sebelum itu waktu kita masih in our mother wombs gitu, our unconscious side of the chart itu udah di set. That was the programming that we will come. Dan pada saat kita lahir, okay, we have the conscious side ya. So all those are keys and portals for us to harness the energy. Tapi in order for us to be able to stand in the power and the light of the energy, we need to see the shadow and transform that shadow. Oke. Nah, kita sekarang udah gate 48. Nah, Libra itu mulai di gate 46, and it's interesting because 46 is about the body and the vitality. So the body is the container ya for all the splenic awareness gates. Jadi mulai dari 18 sampai gate 44. Jadi ini Libra dan Scorpio itu semua adalah gates of spleen, lalu masuk ke gate 1, which is the gate of self-expression ya. So basically it's a period for us to evaluate and assess ya. How are we facing all those fears? Pasti setiap minggu ada triggernya ya, nggak mungkin ya we will always have those triggers, but if at least we know tema minggu ini itu apa, so we will have a clearer understanding and preparation gitu ya. So, ini 26 September sampai 2 Oktober kemarin, facing the fears of authority, gate 18, it's about correction and improvement. Now, how is it collectively showing up? Collectively, it's about looking to authorities for solutions, looking to authorities for opinions, looking to authorities for vision. Nah, ini could have two expressions ya. Either you become very silenced by the opinion of authorities ya. Jadi ya udah ngikut aja kita, we have no power, we have no no ability to judge gitu ya. Or yang kedua, you start to rebel against authority. Dan rebelling here, like I said, are you rebelling out of resistance and out of a struggle, the need to struggle and the need to fight? Berarti itu survival. Or are you rebelling because you believe in a higher order, because you believe in something that can withstand the test of time? Karena ini farsightedness. It's not just something that we do now and kita nggak memikirkan jangka panjangnya itu seperti apa atau impactnya seperti apa, because fears ya itu it's instantaneous and sometimes very impulsive. Okay, so on a personal level, kalau tadi kolektif, sekarang personal, on a personal level we will feel that we're being judged by other people, atau bahkan kayak aku kemarin, I felt like I needed to judge more people gitu. And that was a moment for me to sit with myself and remember that this is the time to open my heart and to accept whatever judgment that is being put on me, and to accept any judgment that I'm making on other people as a reflection of the unhealed part inside of me. Yeah, so it's a moment of cracking your heart open and sitting into the parts of you that you know are not good enough atau are not perfect, ya, are not the way that you want them to be. Okay. Nah, lalu setelah itu facing the fear of inadequacy, the depth of knowledge. Nah, now after knowing what needs to be corrected, sebenarnya channel ini, gate ini 48 is about knowing how to fix that what needed to be corrected. Ya, tadi kalau 18 is the energy of criticism and correction, gate 48 is the energy of going deep. Okay, what is the solution? What is the possibility right now? How can we solve this? How can we build the foundation? Can I work with other people to solve this? What are our resources? Yeah, 48 is a lot about control and authority. So it's about who can help me do this. And if the people who are helping me do this have higher control or authority, am I going to be controlled? Yeah, am I going to be stifled? Ya, aku nggak akan bebas untuk melakukan A, B, C, D gitu, karena because those people are in control. So what happens is one of two things. It's either aku akan pura-pura that I have no solutions, I have no voice, I have no opinion, I'm inadequate, istilahnya I am not good enough. Atau yang kedua, I believe in my opinions and my resourcefulness, but I'm going to manipulate people into believing in my power and in my resources. I'm going to manipulate people into believing in what I believe. Yeah, this is a very dogmatic energy because it's about control and authority. So a lot of paranoia as well dari mereka yang di authority. They will feel that they would need to control the masses, control the people, control their image, control things that they believe needs to be controlling, control any threat. Jadi mungkin ada serangan-serangan yang tiba-tiba because they want to be safe gitu ya. Tapi on a personal level, this could be also us shying away from expressing expressing our opinions atau expressing our opinions tapi in the wrong place and in the wrong time. Ini juga Gate 48 is katanya when the witch hunt started. So it was about fearing other people and fearing that depth and resourcefulness and needing to have control over those who have a higher level of wisdom gitu ya. Okay, so after that 8 sampai 13 which is mungkin beberapa hari lagi facing the fear of the future, the gentle. Nah, 57 is the most intuitive gate in the whole human design, ya. Intuitive gate artinya apa? It knows the truth in the now. Tapi truthnya itu it's a subjective truth. Artinya my personal truth. Artinya should I say this? Should I not say this? Should I do this? Should I not do this? Should I create something with this or not ya. Jadi ini satu-satunya gate yang gate discipline yang terhubung dengan 3 energy center. Sacral, G sama throat. Okay? So what is the shadow? Shadow is unease and intuition. Nih, people, because we are living in a very materialistic world and a very apa ya, kalau aku suka sama Saturnian world, not Neptunian. So Saturnian world need to have clarity. They need to have tangible things to feel. Yeah, Neptunians are very spiritual and very much into higher knowledge and imagination, creativity, and all of that. Now, because we are not living in that kind of society, what happens is whenever we have intuition, it makes us feel paranoid, it makes us feel schizophrenic gitu. Karena balik lagi gates of spleen itu tadi, they speak to you as if someone is behind you gitu. If you are able to harness the higher power of spleen gitu, you would feel someone is actually with you gitu. This is sometimes I feel when I'm taking decisions atau when I'm doing readings or something like that, you would feel like that. So if you're not working really well with your own dark energies and with your own dark side atau your shadows gitu, you will have a very you feel very agitated and you feel unease ya, kayak nggak tenang, it's restless, it's you need to fight this, there is something wrong, there are demons, there are conspiracy theories, so all of that is because you don't have clarity. It's because you don't have understanding. You can't see what is happening. Yeah. So and this creates that fear of the future, fear of doing anything. And fear could be tadi reactive and impulsive. So because you want to let that fear go, what happens is you initiate things that might not be correct at that moment, that might actually be itu tadi very, very reactive. Yeah. So on a collective level, this was also when serangan, a lot of wars actually happened in atau conflict that happened in this gate, when it's about awakening and about clarity, about intuition and about being still. Kalau di human design di sini ada beberapa stepnya. This is actually something I created out of my own meditations. So di human design ada yang namanya codon ring of matter, which governs our expression in this world. Jadi 36 is the gate yang teraktivasi pada saat kita lahir pertama, ya, dari 0 sampai 7 tahun. Lalu setelah itu emotional awareness itu dari 8 sampai 14 tahun. Lalu mental awareness gate 18 itu dari 15 sampai 21 tahun. Oke, so those are the gates that that contain the programming of our physical incarnation. Oke, nanti kalau 5D is not physical incarnation, ini ada codon ring yang lain. So this is a way in seeing those gates as levels of consciousness atau levels of human evolution. Okay, now facing the fear of failure duration. Ini kayaknya all of us are facing the fear of failure karena this gate is very much about the material world. This is tribal, and tribal is about securing financial resources, securing safety and stability in the material world, gitu ya. So gate ini kalau kita lihat, it's about expectation, ya, preservation, failure, detachment, ya. So basically you have FOMO. Ini on a personal level, ya, it's like, oh, I need to take action, I need to do something. If I don't hustle, if I don't struggle, I'm not going to make it, gitu ya. I'm going to fail, gitu ya. And instead of waiting for right timing, instead of listening to your intuition and sit down with your authority and have a clear mind and set clear intention, we just detach from ourselves emotionally, yeah, and we hang up on our expectation that my life should be a certain way by a certain age. Kayak misalnya di usia misalnya 26 sudah menikah, usia 30 sudah punya rumah mewah, habis itu usia berapa udah harus, ya begitulah ya gitu. And then because you might not reach that, might or might not, ya, atau even you reach that, but then it's not, ternyata hasilnya nggak sesuai ekspektasi, ya, ternyata udah kerja di perusahaan yang besar yang bagus, and then once you reach the position yang mungkin banyak orang pengen mencapai itu, pada saat kamu sampai di situ you feel so empty gitu ya. So it's about preservation and knowing when to not burn out, when to use your energy right, what decisions that you need to take on the material realm, who needs your help, who is your tribe, yeah, and who is going to work with you. Istilahnya seperti itu. And then this is the gate of responsibility, gate 50. Ini the values of the tribe, dia terhubung dengan 27 yang tadi the caring mother. Kalau 50 is about the nurturing, ya, the nurturing, bukan mother sih, ini mungkin the masculine, the more masculine archetype. So it's about providing and protecting, ya, ini the guardian and the enforcer. So ini seperti apa? Nah, di sini shadow-nya kelihatan it's corruption, tapi corruption itu seperti ini. Because gate 50 is about holding values, yeah, and holding tadi a high position to ensure the safety and well-being of others. So there needs to be a consensus among all the tribe of what is acceptable and what is unacceptable. Now, among those who are being given the mandate, mereka yang sudah diberi amanat atau mereka yang merasa punya tanggung jawab, gitu ya, are they using that mandate right or wrong? Ya, corruption di sini artinya begitu. Are they using their power in the correct way or not? Oke, nah di gate 50 ini shadow-nya secara kolektif, we might feel very very suspicious of those who are in authority, of those who are misusing their power, of those who we think should be and do more atau provide more, but they don't, ya. Now, however, shadow side dari corruption ini is those who do not stand up and those who do not assume responsibility, karena gate 50 ini juga fear of responsibility. Ini kan fear of taking responsibility. Those who are afraid of taking responsibility might start blaming those who are in power. Jadi instead of, ya udah, on a personal level, ya, ini tadi we stand up for what is ours to protect, ya, kayak tadi, start with yourself, start with your family, start with those who are nearest to you, gitu ya. Instead of doing what we need to do, we blame those in authority, we blame the system, we blame everyone, even though we're not doing our part. Yeah, so that is the shadow dari gate 50 on a personal level, on a collective level, it's chaos, ya, because ya tadi ada the need for having harmony and equilibrium, tapi nggak bisa karena some people are abusing the power through corruption. And then the fear of death atau the fear of purposelessness ini di akhir Oktober. Ini udah masuk Scorpio, and Scorpio is very much intense. It's very much the dark world, the shadow work, yeah. So it's not play kayak Libra, okay. So it's the awareness of what to fight for. Okay, what is your compass? What is your moral compass? Dan di sini it's either or, yeah. I'm living for a purpose, or I'm dying and I don't care about my life, yeah. I'm going to fight for something, for a reason, or I'm just going to fight anyone in my way, yeah, just because I'm feeling empty, I'm feeling purposeless, gitu ya. So this is a moment where we all assess our motivation and our intention. Yeah, why are we doing the things that we're doing? Is it from altruism? Is it from selflessness, ya, atau selfishness? And what is the purpose of all of this? Dan ini sebenarnya masuk ke cordon ring of illusion. Artinya, whatever purpose that you are into, it might not make sense for other people, atau might not even be true, because a lot of times we fight for principles and fight wars for a certain reason that mungkin beberapa tahun kemudian we find out that what was the reason for that war. Kayak misalnya the war on Iraq, the war on Vietnam, the war on kayak sekarang ya di Jerusalem ya. So this is the ring of illusion nanti dengan G32. Tapi sebelumnya kita 32 tadi sudah ya, the fear of failure. Okay, so sekarang kita masuk ke facing the fear of the past. This is the last gate of the spleen, and it's about patterns, because this is the past, so it's about looking back, ke belakang. Everything wrong that has happened in your life has now formed pathways in your brain and in your nervous system. Yeah, are you able to entangle your reaction and your responses to other people and other situations from your past? Are you able to see your situation right now and the people you are living with right now with clear filters, yeah, with clear vision, yeah, unbiased filter, sorry tadi, yeah. So it's about past patterns, people, skills, and potentials. Okay, so this is about people. And balik lagi, because the spleen is about defending your tribe, so it's about my people versus your people, yeah. So interference, teamwork. So tujuannya adalah ini, having teamwork in order to get more inventions, and having sinarki. Sinarki itu kayak it's not hierarchy, tapi the hierarchy within the team, gitu ya. So everyone knows what they need to do, everyone knows their place, their position, their skills and talents that they can employ, ya. However, tadi shadownya is about being addiction. Ini artinya you're addicted to a certain pattern, a certain way of reacting to things, atau a certain way of how things should be. Jadi you are trapped in codependent relationship, gitu ya. You need other people to validate you, to soothe you, to give you respect and admiration and so on and so forth, ya. Itu satu. Yang kedua, on a collective level, it's about tadi, my people against your people, my tribe against your tribe, my country against your country, and this can lead to conflict. Okay. Dan ini masuk ke codon ring of Illuminati. Ini sebenarnya bukan Illuminati yang biasa di mainstream digunakan, but Illuminati is about illumination, which is ini, the 5D, your soul, the harmony. Karena 44 and 50 is about that harmony. 50 is harmony, the masculine harmony. 44 is that harmony, feminine harmony, about living with other people. Dan di sini 50 is about living with the same values, ya. Okay, so that's it for the energy of the spleen. Setelah gate 44 tadi, nanti langsung masuk ke gate 1, masih di Scorpio, dan gate 1 tadi about self-expression, and hopefully your self-expression by then would have been more authentic, more aligned, and more higher in consciousness, ya. Nah, if you feel that you need support during this time atau you want to deepen your understanding of these fears, ya, my spleen cauldron is still open if you want. Most of these sessions are pre-recorded, but there will be some live Q&A if kalau if there were a lot of questions that arise, ya. And I hope that we can all work through these energies in a higher consciousness way, and we can move, ya, and level up our awareness. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.